This broadcast is for March 30th, 2026, Japan time. Welcome to Samurai MLB Talk. Thank you very much for watching. This channel is a place where we explore the essence of humanity through the lens of baseball, through the way we watch the game, the spirit behind it, and the philosophy it reflects from a uniquely Japanese perspective. To our viewers in the English-speaking world, I truly hope you'll enjoy this dialogue about human nature as seen through the game of baseball. Your support means more than I can say. If you enjoy this content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Part 1, Tough MLB starts for Shota Imanaga and Tatsuya Imai. Today, many Japanese major leaguers were in action. First, let's look at this story. An article from Baseball King titled, Shota Imanaga suffers loss in MLB Year 3 debut. Exiting in the 6th with 4 runs allowed. On March 30th, Japan time, at Wrigley Field, the Cubs faced the Nationals with Shota Imanaga starting. After a struggling last season, expectations were high for a comeback this year. He started strong, striking out the first 2 batters of the game. However, he then allowed consecutive hits, creating a jam with runners on first and second with 2 outs. A bad feeling swept over. He then surrendered a 3-run homer to the Nationals' 5th hitter, Weimer, on his 2nd blast of the year. A split-finger fastball that sank into the low ball zone was scooped up and driven into the left center stands. The moment it was hit, Imanaga looked devastated on the mound. Imanaga is not a pitcher with extreme velocity. His max speed is in the low 150s in km/h, low 90s in mph. So his lifeline is his control. He compensates for his lack of speed with pinpoint precision. However, the pitch he threw for the 3-run homer was far too sweet. Since he lacks velocity, he is under the strict condition where missing his spot is unforgivable. He is human, so mistakes will happen. If he could cover those mistakes with raw power or speed, it would be fine, but when Shota Imanaga leaves a ball in the heart of the zone, it gets hit out easily. That is his challenge. The season is long. What should be done to eliminate such mistakes? A clear task has been identified, so I hope he adjusts by his next start and shows us a winning performance. Imanaga pitched 5 innings, 82 pitches, allowing 6 hits, 2 walks, with 7 strikeouts and 4 earned runs. For a starting pitcher, 3 runs is within the acceptable range. 4 runs is one too many. I expect Shota Imanaga to fulfill his role as a starter in his next outing. Now, to another topic. Tatsuya Imai of the Astros made his debut today against the Angels. According to Spanicki, it was a tough debut. Pitching 2 2/3 innings with 74 pitches, allowing 3 hits, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts, and 4 runs. As it was his first appearance, he faced a difference from Japan. In MLB, pitchers are prohibited from playing catch in front of the dugout while their team is batting to keep their shoulders warm. In Japan, if an inning drags on, pitchers use that time to stay ready, but in MLB, that isn't allowed. It seems the long bottom of the 2nd inning contributed to his rhythm being disrupted in the 3rd. Tatsuya Imai commented after the game. The attack lasted a bit long. In Japan, if that happens, I would take more time to play catch in front of the dugout. But I can't do that here. I have to find a way to deal with it. Since it was his debut, some struggles were inevitable. The Astros won the slugfest 9-7. So Tatsuya Imai avoided the loss. With a powerful lineup backing him up, he was certainly helped. But as Imai gets used to the MLB mound, I believe he will contribute to many team victories. I hope he takes the lessons from this start and shows his characteristic, bold pitching next time. Part 2, Kazuma Okamoto and Munetaka Murakami power up with home runs. This is an article from Baseball Channel. The title, Blue Jays Kazuma Okamoto hits long-awaited first MLB home run. On March 30th, Japan time, at the Rogers Center, the Blue Jays defeated the Athletics 5-2. The article reports, Kazuma Okamoto started at third base, batting fifth, hitting a solo home run for his first in the majors. It finally happened. We've been waiting for this. A spectacular home run that reminded us of his days with the Yomiuri Giants was seen in MLB. In the fourth inning, with a 4-run lead during his second at-bat, he caught a 90-plus mph fastball on the second pitch from Athletics starter Luis Morales with a sharp swing, driving it into the right center stands. It was magnificent. He didn't miss the low center pitch, timing it perfectly and catching it on the sweet spot of the bat. Okamoto commented in a post-game interview, "As long as I'm in the game, I'm not thinking about home runs, but how I can contribute to the team. I want to increase those moments." How humble. Instead of a boastful comment, he focused on hitting that helps the team. This truly shows his character. He isn't an emotional player, his reactions are subdued, but his raw power is top tier. Today's home run was just a greeting. From now on, his home runs will save the team in many situations. Expectations are high for Kazuma Okamoto to succeed. Seiya Suzuki as the next great Japanese right-handed slugger. Today, another young slugger, Munetaka Murakami, also went deep. According to Nippon TV News, in the game between the White Sox and the Brewers won 9-7. White Sox's Munetaka Murakami started at first base, batting second in the third game of the opening series. He recorded 1 hit in 4 at-bats, 1 home run, 1 RBI, 2 runs, and 1 walk. This was his third consecutive game with a home run, making him the 4th player in MLB history to do so. Murakami commented, "I'm honestly very happy and honored. I didn't know such a record existed. Our job is to keep doing what we need to do. So I want to stay prepared and work hard through good and bad times." Regarding the link between records and motivation, it's very happy news, but I don't mind that point at all. There are 159 games left, and my goal is to leave solid results at the end of the season. That's what matters. Even if the start is good, you never know how it will end. So I want to overcome the challenges I find and level up for the next game. Finally, Murakami added, "It's very frustrating that we lost a game we could have won. We move to Miami tomorrow for a game. So I want to switch my mindset and do my best." Murakami's third home run of the season is great news. All of Japan was excited from early morning. However, despite the White Sox having a massive lead, they were overtaken in the end. The fact that Murakami showed frustration over the loss, rather than celebrating his own home run, is highly commendable. He isn't carried away by his stats. He plays with the team's victory as his priority. Despite setting a historic record of 3 homers in 3 games, what he wants most is a win. This clarity is what makes Murakami great. Just as Shohei Ohtani is hungry for victory, I feel strongly that his DNA is permeating the hearts of these young samurai. I look forward to more home runs from the victory-starved Munetaka Murakami and team wins. Many media outlets are reporting that Munetaka Murakami might be the next Shohei Ohtani. Let me add one thing here. In Japan, there are numerous players who have the potential to become the next Shohei Ohtani as a hitter. Murakami is one of them, but so is Teruaki Sato of the Hanshin Tigers, who played in the WBC. He, too, is a left-handed power hitter following in Ohtani's footsteps. Furthermore, there is Rintaro Sasaki, who is currently excelling in college baseball. He is a left-handed power hitter who attended the same high school as Ohtani. He boasts the power he inherited from the Ohtani lineage. Also, although he is a right-handed batter, Kazuma Okamoto, whom I mentioned earlier, possesses top-class power as well. In this way, there are still many Japanese hitters who can become the next Shohei Ohtani. MLB fans and baseball fans around the world, please look forward to it. In a few years, it will be common to see many Japanese sluggers dominating the MLB scene. Part 3, Roki Sasaki's journey and the $114,000 ball of Shohei Ohtani. According to Full Count, the auction for the commemorative ball of Shohei Ohtani's first home run in last year's World Series Game 1 reached its deadline on March 30th, Japan time. The American auction site SCP Auctions announced it was sold for $114,000. Anything related to Shohei Ohtani carries incredible value. Even a single baseball can reach the price of real estate. It's enough to make you tremble. Perhaps it's best to describe everything surrounding him as that of a unicorn. Now, tomorrow, Japan's pride and monster, Roki Sasaki, will finally take the mound for the Dodgers. After poor results in spring training, Sasaki has faced heavy criticism from some media, reporters, and fans. One theory suggests that his attempt to improve his form has backfired. When things are bad, people will say anything. That is the fate of a professional athlete. I want Roki to ignore that noise and step onto the mound with confidence. What is he thinking now? His salary is not even high. Expectations are at an all-time high. But being bashed this much for not delivering immediate results must be a massive mental burden. However, this kind of treatment doesn't happen to average players. It's precisely because Roki Sasaki is a monster, and because so many people expect so much, that a lack of performance leads to such harsh criticism. This is actually incredible. It shows just how much is expected of Roki Sasaki. Would a player without a massive contract be criticized this much for failing expectations otherwise? Shohei Ohtani struggled during the first 3 of his 6 years with the Angels. Media voices even called his two-way quest a waste of time. Ohtani gave no reaction to those criticisms. He quietly fueled his fighting spirit, and from 2021, he spent 3 years mastering the path of the unicorn as a two-way player. This is the path Shohei Ohtani once walked. Now, Roki Sasaki is walking that same steep, fierce, and difficult path. Don't give up, look forward, and believe in yourself. When you take the mound, give everything you have right now. By repeating this, I believe Roki Sasaki will realize he has become a unicorn before he even knows it. I'm looking forward to seeing Roki put on a great pitching performance in his first appearance on the mound this year. That is all for today. Thank you very much.